Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, April 15th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is Om Daksham Nama, which means my actions achieve maximum benefit with minimal effort. And today, yay, exciting, we actually have Venus going direct. So Venus has been retrograde for a period of 6 weeks, basically since March 4th. And so through this time, went retrograde in Aries and back into Pisces, we got some work on our I am. And then to go deeper into who we are, it took us back into the place of the all that is, into Pisces land that encapsulates all of the energies so that we can really dig in. I feel like this was a great time for releasing old karmic relationships and really working on our personal worth. What is it, based on our worth, that we are allowing to show up in our life? I remember I had a teacher named Kufu, and sitting in his class one day and coming to the realization, how good can I stand it? Because as good as I can stand it was as good as it was going to get for me. So it was like my quest from then on, like the better it gets, the better it gets. I want it good. I want really good things. So how good can I stand it? And it's always been this kind of process, letting it be better and better and better. And so I feel like this was a bit of this resurrection process for us. The resurrection of allowing the good. Now, even though we're now direct, this is still going to be shadow period. This is still going to be a time where we're getting to go over these lessons. We're going to go over that final all-encompassing degree of Pisces again, that 29 degree, and we're going to move, into Aries, getting to know ourselves on this new level, getting to know this newly resurrected part of ourselves, hopefully getting to know a newly resurrected part of the feminine, the yin energy within us, letting that come up. And I do think it's interesting that this is coming right at Easter time. How interesting. So that's really where this resurrection piece is coming from. Now, I do want to mention this is going direct to 26 degrees. 26, that's an 8. So this is about showing up, which means the world is not going to do this for you. This is something that you have to work with. You need to learn to show up for yourself. So as we're moving forward, take that action, ensuring that you're showing up for you, that you're showing up for the good that you would like to have in your life. And remembering that sometimes we're like, oh, I can't have good in my life because all this, bad stuff in the world. And I always like what Abraham says, you can never get sick enough to, make a sick person feel better. So this is like turning on the light on you and recognizing that by turning on the light within you, you're turning on the light for the world. Your better life does help the world get better, especially when you are coming from that place of love. And I like this mantra for today, this mantra Om Daksham Nama, because it's like sometimes to get better, to do better, this is so yin, it is about relaxing and allowing into the better, into the good, instead of like, I'm going to force the good to happen. Just allowing and focusing on that good. So allow that yin to guide your way. And today is like a perfect day for it. We have that 27 or 25 degrees, which is a 7. Math right now. Mercury retrograde is like, can I do math? I can do the maths. We have that 7 energy into 26, which is an 8. So flow to show up in this. Be in your flow. Allow yourself to be moved instead of always trying to move the river. So besides this kind of a chill day, we have the moon squaring Neptune. That's early in the morning. I always say with this connection, the moon in Sagittarius squaring Neptune in Pisces, don't get caught up in what you think you know, because a lot of times when you think that you know something and you're just like stubbornly stuck there, you block out these other things. This to me is always an opportunity to expand your mind, to allow the miracles, to allow the mystical to come in. That's happening early in the morning, and this is a mystical time. Easter is a very mystical time. The only other connection that we have today is the moon in Sagittarius connecting to Jupiter, which is still retrograde. So Jupiter in Libra is still going to be chiseling away at the masterpiece that we have going on within, just like Michelangelo would do. He's like, oh, I would just, chip away to reveal the statue that was actually already in there. So the energies are working on that. But this is a great time, 17, so it's another 8 energy, lots of 8 energy about how you're showing up. This is a great time to get together with people who can help expand your horizons, who can help you chisel away at what is no longer to reveal what it is inside. So, cards that I have today. Look at us blooming into this flowering card. Here's where we're going. But I've got the adventure card in reverse. So it's like, yeah, here's where we're going. But don't feel like you have to force it. Like, just kind of allow it. Be in the flow. That being said, this is what's going to get in your way. The mind being like, no, if I sit here, it's not going to happen. It's not about sitting still. This isn't necessarily like don't do anything. It's just don't force it. So if you're like, yeah, all I want to do today is like go sit in the field of flowers, then yeah, do that. And then if you're like, oh, all I want to do today is plant a field of flowers, then do that. It's the thing that's aligned with your soul, that less effort instead of efforting your way into things. You don't need to effort this. Don't get into your head about this thing. I don't know why my TV just randomly started. I've been having some really interesting things happening in my house, and my TV just started. So hopefully that's not too disturbing. Wow, interesting. So, finishing up, owl. And I love this, especially in a light with the flowering card. Owl is mysterious, otherworldly. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi. And Lakshmi connects very much to that Venus energy, representing wealth, beauty, good fortune. That goes with that flowering card. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that the boon or treasure is on its way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this treasure. And maybe this treasure is you. Maybe it's this statue that we've been chipping away at. So this treasure will further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasure is infinite. So here we have that owl support. So that's it for today. Book a reading if you want to dive in a little bit deeper, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.